Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Is it working? Are we live? Are we live? Cool, we are live. Sweet. This red cord is blocking the view. All right, there we go. What up, Garrett? All right. We're getting things set up here. I'm just trying to get my bearings here for a moment. All right. Here's the console. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna wait for everybody to join, and then we'll get started. What's up, 8-Bit Repair? How are you? Gosh, it's been a minute since I have done a stream. Has been a minute. Usually focusing on the video side of things, to be honest. How are you guys doing today? You guys doing okay? We're getting ready to attempt RGH 3 on the MultiBoi. I'm really looking forward to it. Not bad. About to drop off a couple of PS5s. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Nice. Awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. Give me just a second here. I am preparing this thing. Nice. Did you fix them? Hopefully you fixed them. Good to hear, Garrett. I just saw your message. My monitor is like maybe 2 feet away, and it's in 1080p, but sometimes I can't, like, I'll miss the message. All right. Well, I'll tell you guys what. Let's get started. Shorted cap, other HDMI. Let's go. Let's go. All right, cool. Rusty Russ, what up, man? All right, let's do this. So this is, if you guys watched the Xbox 360 video, this is one of them that was in it. That was the non-4 gig model. What is it? Hi, Chase. Today did RGH on Xbox 360E. It was a Corona version. Heck yeah, dude. This one is also a Corona. You're not going to be able to see it because then I'd have to make the camera focus, but it is a 2013. This is January 31st, 2013. Okay. So let's go ahead and start taking this thing apart. So this is definitely a Corona V3, or what a lot of people would consider it as a Waitsburg, essentially. I never called it that. Literally, I've been in the 360 scene forever, and I never called it a Waitsburg. Always called it a Corona, you know, V1 through V6. But, you know, to each their own, whatever. Oop, this one. This is the troubling one. Come on, sir. Let me get in behind there. I've got it. I'm going to get it. You know, I used to be an old pro, but I've lost my touch. I've lost my touch. That's okay. It's just like riding a bike. Just like riding a bike. All right. Come on, fam. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Got it. Whenever I take these off, hang on. This thing has got hair and all sorts of stuff in it, man. All sorts of stuff. What I like to do is I like to put these right back in here. That way, when we're done, we can just go pop it right on. Yeah, 16E, or the Xbox 360E, this is definitely a fun console. Except it lacks the ring of light that the other ones have. And it just makes me sad. It makes me sad. But you know what? Kind of like the button at the same time. Oh, this is a dusty boy. And a little dirty. Kind of expected it, to be honest. All right, let's pop these back in. Boom. I think that's, yeah, that's it. All right, cool. All right, our Wi-Fi card. Let's grab the drill, get this out. All right, that's out. Set it off to the side. All right, pop this out. That. Pop this one. All right, take the sticker off. Or we can just cut through it, to be honest. Doesn't really matter. Gotta get in there. Where is my, there it is. Gotta get in the plastic and kind of do the old press and pry up. Nope, it's more in the middle. Come on, buddy. Get in there. There we go. All right. Pop that off. Nice. We can set that off to the side now. Cool. All right, let's take out all the screws. Yeah, that's what I should have did. I should have just pushed it on the top. Right. Honestly, it's been a long time since I've done a lot of these like in a row. Back in my prime, I was doing a lot of these slims, but it's been a long time. It's been some time. Let me get these screws out here. Perfect. Set those all off to the side. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is like riding a bike. All right, perfect. All right, what's next? Open this up, right? And then take off the faceplate. Yep. There we go. All right. Man, this one is really dirty. All right, let's get this faceplate off. Perfect. Now, undo that. Undo that. Beautiful. Got that. Now we can take this off, the ring of light. Okay, perfect, perfect. That screw got a little stuck in there. There we go. All right, ring of light board coming off. Perfect. Disk drive, what the frick? Okay, I have no idea what's going on there. There's like a piece of styrofoam inside this Xbox. All right, let's get this off. Say the 16D5S. All right. And let's get the shroud off. This off. And this off. There we go. Boom. All right, now the board should just be able to come right on out. Just like that. Beautiful. All right, now that we have the board out, let's undo the fan and flip it over. We'll grab the tweezers. I does not disconnect the cable from the PCB. Interesting. All right, I'm going to pop this off here. Pop that off, that like that. Beautiful. We'll pop that. Oof, look at all that, dude. Look at that, all that around the APU. Oh yeah. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. So happy to see it. Tweezer method. Yeah, I have an X clamp, but my other tech's got it up front right now. So I'm like, well, not really, don't really care too much. Just use what's around you sometimes. All right, cool. Let me get rid of this dust here. And this is in fact a Corona V3 because we are missing the post out on the APU, but that is fine. I'm not really worried about it. Personally. Maybe I'm a little worried only because I'm live streaming it. But other than that, I'm not really worried about it. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna clean this this desk up while I have the chance too. All right, that's clean. Now I'm gonna clean off this, the heat sink, but I'm gonna clean it off camera because I don't want the rest of the stuff to go on my desk. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna blow out this thing really quick. Yo, what up, Sloth? All right. All right, give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna blow this out. Beautiful. All right, heatsink is clean. Cool. All right. So let's just do a quick wipe down of the actual desk real fast. That way things are all good. Cool. All right. Now that our desk has been cleaned up, let's go ahead and do the preparations, and we'll do the MultiBoi stuff last. How's that sound? Sound good, everybody? All right, let's switch to the microscope. All right. So as you can see here, we are missing the post out, and that is not good because we can't RGH the console unless we solder a wire to ball number 4 on this side of the chip. Now remember, guys, this is my own Xbox 360, and if I solder this wire and I end up killing the board live, it's gonna suck. But also, it's my own board and I don't care. And then I'll have to probably send it to Octal so he can reball the APU and fix it. But I'm not really interested. I think we should go for it anyways, because why not? Why not? All right. But first, let's solder the CPU reset point, because that's going to be the first and easiest thing to get to. It's a thing that we can do immediately. So let's use the microscope, and we're going to go and find our CPU reset point, which I see it right there. All right. I have no postfix adapter. That's why this video is called Attempting and to RGH. Also, yep, for this you use special postfix. I know that, but I don't have one, so we're gonna have to do some be creative with this. All right. All right. Now we can clean that point up. And let's zoom in and get the microscope like actually working here. Whoop, right there, boom. Oh, I might have taken a little bit of a chunk out of that, but that's all right. Let's get in with the soldering iron and make a little solder ball right there. Just like that, beautiful. All right. Now I gotta double check. Yes, it's gonna be fun. I might mess it up. I might kill this whole board, like live in front of you guys. There's a good chance. But I guess we try and we just see what happens. Okay, so I need to get the RGH3 diagram because I don't have it up right in front of me. Look how prepared I am, guys. I'm super prepared for this. Let's find the diagram. Okay. Diagram for the Corona. So the Corona just uses 2 wires, so we're golden, dude. We are golden. All right. So where's CPU reset? We got the CPU reset point. Now we need, and then we need post. So we got the post. Okay. PLL to SMC PLL. All right. Oh, sloth, it's okay. I can order them. I just prefer to not use them. Mainly because I can solder a wire underneath the chip. I've done it many times, but I've never done it live on a live stream, so it's kind of like this might not work. All right, I think I got the points here. It's been a minute since I've done and by minute I mean like literally wasn't too long ago. Okay, I remember what I'm doing. All right, I got this, guys. Let's grab a wire. I think I'm gonna use brown today. How does brown sound? Do you guys like brown? Does brown wire sound good? Oh, I need my clippers. I need my wire cutters. Okay. And here they are. Grind the chip. You can do it without grinding the chip. The substrate, yeah, you don't need to grind the substrate. You can do it without grinding it. Okay, perfect. We have at least one vote for brown, so I'm okay with that. All right. All right. So I'm gonna put this board at an angle where I can easily get this wire. Beautiful. Let's angle this wire down a little bit. Beautiful. That looks good to me. All right. Now, let's bend this wire slightly. So we got to go over to the PLL area, which is going to be underneath the south bridge. It's in this area, I believe. Let me take a look at the diagram one more time. DB3R3, which is going to be somewhere over here. Yep. It is the one that's circled. Look, Microsoft knew that this was going to be for RGH3 and even circled it for us. They were like, yes, we'll allow you guys to do RGH3. And in fact, we'll even circle it for you because we appreciate you. All right, cool. Right about there. I'm trimming back the wire now. All right. Solder it. Boom. Or get the flux, then solder it. Yeah, sometimes I get that backwards. Sometimes I'll solder it, then add the flux after. And I'm like, that's the wrong way. Like I made a mistake there. Guys, is the wire too long? Like that extra little bit. The OCD is killing me, guys. I'm not going to trim it, though. I'm not going to do it. There's no point. There's no point. All right. So, oof, this wire is kind of long, boys. I'm gonna shorten it. I'm gonna shorten this wire. There's no point in leaving this wire that long. I thought I measured it correctly. I did not. Okay, so I need to take a little chunk off of it. Okay, about that much should be fine. Okay, beautiful. Hopefully that is sufficient. I would like the wire not tight against the board, but I would like it like, you know, like not like super tight, but like, you know, closer. Okay, I'm having issues. Did you calibrate it? You know, I didn't. I did not calibrate it. And that's probably why I'm struggling right now as much as I am. Now, let's get the wire closer. And beautiful. Something like that. All right, yeah, the wire's a little bit better. All right. Now, we can clean it up. Make it look nice. And blow away the alcohol and used flux. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy. This is fine. All right, now let's clean this one. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and there's our, hold up, wait a minute. Did I just solder to the wrong point? I totally did, guys. I feel like such, dude, the dyslexia is literally hitting me so freaking hard today. It's not letting up. I don't know why I just made that mistake again. Oh my gosh, dude, I feel so dumb. Okay. It actually goes to this one. Guys, I give up. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. This is honestly not, you know, I should just stop working on electronics altogether. There's just no way that I can continue to do this with a straight face. All right, there we go. Let's get rid of the brown wire. All right, let's try this one again. Man, I feel, you know, I wouldn't feel as bad if this wasn't live in front of 22 people. But because it's live now, I'm just like, well, ooh, this is juicy. You guys can clip this and then show my mistakes. That I'm like, I've never been diagnosed with dyslexia, but I'm pretty sure it is there. All right, we're gonna run the wire. This goes up to CPU reset, which is right there. And I'm going to trim it right about here. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Let's run the wire right up there. Mr. Hello, I did not delete a single message. I've been focusing on trying to not solder wires to the incorrect points. Imagine. Imagine. Oh my God. All right. Zoom in. Let's accurately solder this wire. I swear to God, guys, I'm not actually this bad in real life. I swear. It's only because I'm live streaming. It's the only reason. I'm not this bad, I promise. Solder it, then add flux. All right. Looks good. I'm happy. All right. Let's clean it. All right, cool. All right, now let's all right. Now that we have that done, let's go ahead and we're going to secure this wire in the best way that I know how. We're going to add some solder mask because I honestly prefer solder mask. We're going to put some there. Put a little eensy bitsy wit right there. Maybe put some here. And some right here. Boom. Solder mask is done. Now we're going to grab the light and we're going to cure it.
Hola, boys and girls. It is I, the serial killer.
Bruh. Same as. That's dude. That's literally it. Okay. We just have to cure the solder mask. Curing the solder mask. Curing the solder mask. It shouldn't get deleted. Sounds like you're making excuse for trying to come up with your mistake. No, no, my mistakes they are live and in person. You guys get to see it firsthand that I literally soldered the wire to the wrong point. And I think it's just nervousness. I don't know why, but I shouldn't be nervous. I do this all the time, but not to customer stuff. This is only mine. Oh my God.
Hey, everybody. This is the older brother. I just want to let y'all know, if anybody's ever seen the movie Hackers with Matthew Lillard in it from like 95, 96, talking about hacking the planet, tell this big old mofo he need to go watch it so we can hack the planet.
Bruh.
I know. Hacking life is really hard when you're hacking the planet with some electronics. That's what you're doing.
But we know he do shenanigans with PS3 scene. It's true. I do shenanigans. Too many. Too many shenanigans. When are we going to be able to use the MultiBoi? Very soon. Early April is the plan. So the video is already done. It just needs to be edited. That's it. I promise. Like, I'm not kidding. It's the MultiBoi cannot run Crisis. No. Unless the Raspberry Pi can do that. The Pico. I don't believe it can though. You don't want to see if what works. Okay. This is almost done curing. Because my light is a little small. It's not that small. It's just a little awkward. You can only do like 1 point at a time, or 1 bit of solder mask at a time. Pi Pico over RP2040, as I feel like the RP2040 would be better, as then I would have used USB-C over micro USB. Apparently, I just seeing them on AliExpress. Apparently, they sell a USB-C Raspberry Pi Pico 2040, allegedly. I have not bought one. I have considered it because micro USB sucks. I will use micro USB. I don't prefer it, but yeah, that's my opinion on that. All right, one more. One more. Yeah, so this is the MultiBoi. I mean, y'all know what it is. Like I gotta hide it from you. Like you see it. I've been teasing it for like ever. I don't have any opinion, cats. I'm gonna call you cats. I don't have any opinion. Zero opinion. All right, cool. This is probably done. Yeah, all right. We got the CPU reset wire done. Does micro USB suck? Really? Yes, very much. On a scale 1 to 10, it is a 7.5. All right, back to the microscope. All right, fam. All right, let's do the most cursed thing we're gonna do today, okay? The most cursed thing. All right. Now, this is how I have had success with doing the wire-only method with post out. Now, I want to say this. There's going to be 2 different things here. Option A, option number 1. If you decide to follow this at all, I'm not liable if you break your console. Okay, we're just going to set the record straight. I could damage my console beyond repair right now. Okay, let's just make that very, very clear. Now that we have had that said, this is how I have achieved doing this. I'm not great at it, but it does work. Okay, so also I prefer a soldered connection over a pogo pin, so period. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna trim back quite a bit of wire, not too much, but quite a bit under the microscope. About that much. That's probably good. Now, the good thing is to tin this wire. So we want to tin this wire. All right. If the wire would not move, that'd be nice. All right. And we're gonna use a micro pencil for this. All right. Let's do this. All right. Period. Done. Okay. So we want to coat the wire in solder. Okay. Then I'm gonna take a Q-tip if I can reach and grab one. Clean this up. All right. Nice and squeaky clean. All right, so then we're going to take the wire. We're just going to slide it underneath the APU. All right. Let's go ahead and lift that up. Let's get a little bit closer. All right. So this is how I do it. I'm going to grab the wire. I got to make sure it's going underneath the substrate and count 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the ball right here. All right. So I'm going to add flux. That's probably not enough. Let's do a little bit more. Before I do it, I'm going to count again because measure twice, cut once, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get on top of the ball. Take a big tip soldering iron. Want to make sure we get that ball exactly. That's why I want to make sure that we do these right. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that just right. Again, we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. Once I feel that ball, I'll feel confident to bring the fat iron, the big one, and heat it and push the wire underneath at the same time. That's the plan anyways. Nope, that was not sufficient enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. I'm gonna do it again. It's a little tricky. Whew. Love how measure twice, cut once, roll the dice. Yeah. Let's see here. I love how I got number 1 from the first wall in the left corner. Oh yeah. It's gonna take a second for me to get it, guys. Just trust me. It's not for the faint of heart. It can be done. I've done it. It's just it's a little nerve-wracking because you're soldering it to a ball underneath a chip, blind. But I'm gonna tin the front of this wire here, the one that's gonna touch the ball, get a little bit of solder on it. RGH3 is not hard. It's really not. It's the simple, dude. If you were around for RGH2, RGH1, RGH2, RGH 1.2, RJ tag, regular J tag, on clamp J tag. It's really not bad, I promise. All right, let's try again. Yeah, it's not difficult, I promise. I mean, what I'm doing is difficult, yeah. This is not traditional RGH, I promise. This is me being ridiculous, is what it is. All right, make sure I feel ball number 1, 2, 3. I think this is 4 over here, right there. Okay, let's count again. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Trying to force it under. Okay. I think that's it. All right. I think we got it. Now let me diode check it. If we get a 4.9, we should be good. All right. Or 4.35, yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. Now let's double check and make sure we got the right ball. Because it's gonna be one of these. I think we got it. Hang on. Let's take a look. It's gonna be a little tricky here because kind of have to like look at it weird. Either I got ball number 3 or number 4. I don't know which one I got. Oof, I think I got number 3. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the 4th one is over a little bit further. Oops. All right. Well, that's fine. Even if we make this oopsie, it's totally okay. All right, so we know for a fact that that is ball number 3. Chase topic for you, what? Xbox JTAG. What about it? Yep, I know I totally made that mistake. Solder to ball number 3. But that's okay. That's all right. So I'm going to tug on this wire and I'm going to heat it at the same time and take it right out. We didn't push it too far into that ball, so we're good. All right, let's try again. So we have to use this. Grab another wire. I don't know if we need another wire. I think we can use this one still. All right. So where are we at? 1, 2, 3 is where we were before, and number 4. This is the one right there. That's it, baby. I think we got it. And it's nice and it's going to be a little like wonky, but as long as we get the good diode reading and we secure the wire, then we're good. All right, let's check. .39, we got it. All right, now let's double check again. Make sure that we actually got the wire on the correct ball this time. Oh yeah, I think we got it. It does look like I went in between the balls, which is, no, I mean, it's, why does it look like I went off? That's so weird. It's so hard to tell, dude. Oh no, it's on ball number 4. You can tell. It was just the angle. Yeah, it's definitely ball number 4. All right. Now, before I constantly move this wire around, hopefully it doesn't break free because that would suck. Hang on. Let me try to get this readjusted here. Trying to bring the, oh yeah, that broke free. I got to resolder it. That is ball number 4. At least we know we got it. We could do it. Let me add a little bit more flux. It's going to be in this area. We're going to get it, guys. We're going to get it. All right. We got a good hold of the wire with the tweezers. Now, it's going to be in this area, but we're going to count it anyways. 1, 2, 3, and I should probably count again if flux got in the way. 1, 2, 3. This is it right there. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Nope. Almost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe about there. I think that's it right there. I think that's it. Okay. All right, let's check. All right, yeah, that's it. All right, let's double check. Let's go ahead and while we're here, I'm gonna run the wire right through this hole. Dude, the stress, dude. The stress of making this right. All right, and then I'm also going to hold the wire right here where the CPU is. You guys can't see it because I want to do this in one foul swoop. But I'm basically going to tug this wire in a way where I'm holding it. I was holding it and then pulling it through that hole at the same time. That way, we can kind of like get this where we want it to be without moving this wire. Okay, now that we're here, then I'm going to take a little bit of alcohol and I'm going to clean this because I want to, I want a clean surface. Come on, I want a clean surface. All right. Beautiful. All right, let's take some solder mask and we're going to go ahead and cure this wire in place. Let's take a little bit here. Might as well hit up the whole wire. Might as well, You feel me? You feel me? Yeah, well, that's fine. All right, let's cure it. There we go. We're going to cure in place. Bro. I know they're $3, but if I can avoid it, if I can avoid the $3 and wait, then and do this. If it's successful, it's a major flex. See what I'm saying? There's high risk, high reward, baby. I was gonna say you should hold that piece so it doesn't break off. Yes. Oh, it's going right now. Is there cool? Well, thank you. Chase doesn't have postfix, so he's doing this. Yes. Yeah. I'm lame. I'm sorry. If this, dude, imagine, and it's okay. If this console just proceeds to not work after me doing this, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Because I do have consoles I could prove that I actually have done this to that work. And more than one. I have at least two. At least two. All right. It's almost finished. Oh my gosh, dude, the freaking stress of doing that. There's way less stress not doing it live. I'll put it that way. But you can do this. You can do it. All right. Let's see. All right, cool. So the wire is now never going to move after that. Let's double check and make sure we got the right ball, dude. I swear if I didn't, this is going to really suck. Oh, okay. Let's dude, if I got the wrong ball, I'm gonna be crying. I think I got the right one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. I got the right one. But I'm not gonna touch it from here on out. I'm literally just gonna leave it like that. And if we try to glitch the console and it doesn't boot, then whatever. All right, let's flip into the other side of the board. Let's pretend like this wire never happened. All right, where are we at? So we are going to this one right here. DB3R3, right there, that point, the one that Microsoft circled for us, saying, "Oh yeah, no, this is the right one. You guys are good. You guys want to do RGH? This is the wire that you need." All right. Dude, the stakes are high, man. All right, let's wire this up. Oh, the wire is kind of long. It's kind of long, guys. I'm gonna have to trim it. Hopefully I don't trim it too much. Come on. Why is this not trimming? Hold up. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, we got a little bit of wire. It'll move back once we heat it. If you dig it, you could bend the wire. Yeah, nah, I figure. I'm just giving myself a hard time, to be honest. All right. Yeah, because once I heat up this wire, it's going to melt. It's going to melt that. Like that, see? All right, cool. Now let's get it connected. Boom, got it. All right, let's clean it. And then we're going to use the solder mask on it. All right. Boom, got that one, got the other one. Cool, cool, cool. And remember, this is my own console, so like if anything happens, like it is what it is, you know? That's kind of like where I'm at with this. It's like I don't really care too much. I mean, I hope it works out, but I don't care if it doesn't. Oh, there's a little bit extra mask, so we'll just put it over there, I guess. All right, let's hit it with the UV light, but I'm going to hold this wire down in place for a moment and then let it cure over here. And then we'll do the other one. A temporary cure. All right, and we'll do that one. But now we're going to let it sit for a moment and actually cure all the joints. The wire is just as I am right now watching the stream of Chase being a mastermind for 12 hours straight. Yeah, man. It's not easy being a mastermind, I'll tell you that. Nah, I'm messing. I'm being ridiculous. You know, I mean, it might work, it might not. You know, we try it. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't, then we just, you know, we move on. It's either our life is successful or it isn't. Squish, what's up? How are you? Welcome. Join the madness. It's quite interesting today. Okay, this is about done. I got 2 more, and then we can move on. I'm super excited. Lots of stressful things today. Lots of fun things. Lots of interesting things. You've been lurking for a bit. I feel that. I feel that. Well, welcome anyways. You know what's funny is I only plan on doing a very, very small run of these through my website. And the MultiBoi essentially, I'll put it this way. There's going to be a small run of the boards on my website. And then after that, well, even during, it doesn't matter. As soon as it's actually announced in live, they will be on my website, and they will also be the files, the Gerber files, will be completely free on GitHub. So it will be open source for you guys. Even when it's released, it will be completely open source. So I'll put it this way. You can, if you want to buy one from me, you can support me. That's fine. You do not have to support me if you still like the work, and not to make you guys feel bad at all. That's not what I'm trying to say. But if you guys want to support me in another way, where you guys take the open source project and modify it in different ways, that's totally awesome. Like, it's my pleasure. I've loved the scene forever, and I am very grateful for the opportunity to be able to give to you guys. So if you guys want to make the PCB files, especially if I sell out of them and I don't have any more, then you guys can just use it. Now, I'll explain. There's not too much that I want to get into right now as far as it's essentially a board that allows you to easily do multiple things whenever you'd like. You can do multiple things whenever you'd like. All the software that is used on them is open sourced, as well as the board itself. And of course, at the heart of it uses the Raspberry Pi Pico. All right, so this is just about ready to rock and roll here. So now that we are at this point in the game, we can go ahead and wire up the MultiBoi. We finally made it, guys. Can you believe it? All right, so this is the MultiBoi from the video that has not been released yet, but will be very, very soon. Okay, so let's grab some wire. And this uses the diagram for the Pico flasher because that's what it uses. Okay, let's go ahead and get a Pico diagram for the Pico flasher. Give me just a momento. Let me bring up the Corona. Okay, beautiful. All right, so the cool thing about the, let's go ahead and do the microscope. So the cool thing about the Pico, MultiBoi, is that for the Xbox 360, we have the 4 gig read and write, as well as the regular SPI read and write. The SPI read and write is all color coded to the Pico flasher diagram. So like literally, these are the colored wires that you use for the 4 gig. This is the color wires you use for the SPI flash. For the Wii U, if you're using diffuse, so you can fix your NAND, this is all the colors according to the diagram. If you need a UART bridge is here. You got 2 of them. And then also, if you want to use OGX Mini, so you can use a PS5 controller on a PS3 in recovery mode with the actual home button working, you connect your PS5 controller here, connect the Pi to your console, and then boom, it now works. Obviously, every single thing that you want to do, you have to reprogram the Pico every time. Maybe you guys could take some open source, because I'm not a software developer at all. I'm barely a PCB developer, but here I am developing a PCB, which is kind of crazy, to be honest. Anyways, maybe people could figure out a way to cycle through each function. Now, the Xbox 360 and the Wii U do use a couple of these pins and short them together in order to use Wii U diffused. And in order to switch between them, you just literally flip all the dips. And it's very clear, flip all dips for each direction. Xbox 360, flip them all this way. Wii U, flip them all this way. So in our case, we're using the 360, so we're going to flip them all that way. And let's go ahead and wire this up. I use this wire wrapping wire to be honest, it comes from Amazon. This stuff is fantastic. It's like a solid core wire, but I mean, it's very durable. It's what I'm using today. Not trying to shill this. You guys can find it. I do have an affiliate link for it, but it's not in the description right now. But it is on my latest video, so you can definitely go pick some up if you'd like. I think it's like around 10 bucks, maybe 10, 11 bucks. And you get a lot of wire, and it's multi-colors. I think there's literally 8 colors here. Absolutely love it. So that's personally what I like to use. Now, these holes here, you can add pin headers and just connect wires that way. I prefer to solder them, but you can do that. All the information will be on the GitHub page once it's completely live. Okay, so let's get the colors that we need. So we'll start off with orange, I suppose. And I am not looking at chat, so I just dropped all that information. MultiBoi. Talking about the 4 gig models, my Pico can't read, just fails mid-reading. Right, so there is a solution for that I did not include in the MultiBoi, unfortunately. And that's actually in the MultiBoi video that's going to be coming out. The 4 gig, apparently, and this is, let me get into this a little bit. So there's a couple of different things. Apparently, the 4 gig can be dumped through SPI, but it's not, I don't know if it's public or however, I think it can already do that, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't know enough about it. I've just heard about it. Then the other thing is there is a solution that Mr. Mario 2011 talked about specific with the 4 gig Corona. Some 4 gig Coronas, you cannot just use 4 gig read and write right off the bat. You also need a I think it's a 10K resistor, I think. And you have to wire it up in a specific way in order to get it to work. Don't quote me on it, but I believe that's how it works. But yeah, you will use the 4 gig read and write. And yeah, okay. So let's do this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Fluxiflux to all these. And we'll go ahead and add some solder to each one of these holes, and we'll solder the wires here. Boom. All right, perfect. Now, since we're gonna add an orange wire, I'm gonna go ahead and trim it, and we're gonna do this all together, like boom, boom, boom. Just gonna make it happen. All right, let's get that soldered in. Boom. All right. I'm gonna trim it up so it has a little bit of length, but not an insane amount. All right. Next wire is brown, and we have quite a bit of brown still, so I'm going to use the excess brown that we used earlier. Okay. What flux do you use? I use Surrey flux. This is VS US, no, VS UF UHF UHF U. Let me double check. Don't quote me on this. Let's find out together. What flux do I like? US, no, it's VS UHFTF. That's it. This is the flux that I use and that I'm even using right now. Here. Can I drop a link? All right. And also, if you want to purchase this flux, you can use my discount code chasefournier at checkout. It's literally just my name, Chase Fournier. No spaces, just boom. And you will get a discount on your order. This flux is freaking amazing. I love it. I will probably never not use this flux. This flux is always more than likely going to be on my bench into the future. Okay, perfect. Trim that wire. Oh, no, I guess I don't really need to trim it. Oh, yeah, probably a little bit. Trim a little bit of it. All right. What do we need? Yellow? We need the yellow wire. All right. Solder the yellow wire in, just like that. We need red. Red is next. All right, solder the red. Beautiful. All right, and then we need black. Black is inbound. Gonna find it. Here we are. Yeah, to be honest, for the longest time, I tried to figure out which flux I liked the most. To be honest, it came down to Amtech 213 was my favorite. And then I realized the Amtech 213 that I was buying was actually, I need blue wire now. Where is the blue? The Amtech 213 I was buying was actually what I needed. Hang on one second. So Amtech Direct turned into Surrey, which is what we use now, which is what I use. There's a big debate. There's always been a big debate between original Inventec, Amtech Flux, and Surrey Flux, right? There's always been a big debate on like who's the legit one, who makes the right flux, who makes legit flux, all this. Okay, you want to know the honest truth? The honest truth is, somehow at some point, apparently, this is alleged, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure this is how it went down. This was many years ago. Inventec and Amtech Direct split off. They stopped being friends, allegedly. I think this is how it happened. People can correct me, okay? Don't take this as the gospel, all right? Anyways, they broke off, and then Inventec is the original Amtech Flux, right? But Surrey broke off and became a company, and they continue to make flux and develop new formulas, right? So where we're at now is they have many different options of flux, right? But the best one, in my opinion, that cleans up easy. I mean, like, look how easy this is cleaning up. Like, and the cool thing is this is also UV. You can see it under UV. See that? What's really, I mean, like I don't ever really need that, but that feature, but it does do that. So anyways, it's nice. It just works and it's easy to clean. It doesn't gum up like unless you like heat it for an eternity. But like if you're just using it, it just works. So that's my opinion. And I mean, to be honest, it always works. I've never had an issue. Okay, now that we're here, we've got the MultiBoi wired up. I've got to connect it to the computer and reprogram it for the Pico flasher. So I'm going to grab a USB cable, wherever it is, which I think it's right here, and we're going to plug it in. Yeah, this is the flux that I would recommend. Guarantee. I would guarantee this is the one. Okay, hold the button down, plug it in. If I can get the thing in the right spot. Now on my screen, you guys, if you don't know how to program a Pico, it's like super simple. Pretty much, you're gonna take, what do I have? Do I have Pico flasher? Yep, right here. I've got the latest Pico flasher file. Pretty much once you see this thing pop up, I'm presuming you guys know how to do this, but if you do not, take the file, copy it right to the Pi, and it's gonna go back here. Boom, that's it. The Pico has now been programmed for Pico Flasher. Now, if you're using your MultiBoi, make sure all the dips are flipped to the Xbox 360 side. And let's get this thing wired up. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to twist the board like this. I don't know if I have Jungle Flasher on my computer. I might. Yeah, no, I should have Jungle Flasher. Now I think about it. All right, let's get the Pico Flasher diagram pulled up so I can actually see what I'm doing. Hang on 1 second. Beautiful. All right, now, like I said, the colors of the wires do match up with the Pico Flasher diagram, so there's no inconsistencies, so to speak. All right. 1, 2, 3, like that. 1 and 2. Okay. So first one we'll do is brown. So every wire, because this is setting up fresh for the first time, every wire is not trimmed. So we're trimming them live and in person. Okay, orange. Orange is next. Orange is next. What's the next one? Yellow. Yellow is next. You know, when I was younger, and I used to do this like literally as my job, I would literally do this. I knew where all the wires were based on the colors. Like I knew which ones went where, and I was able to do it like nothing, like literally nothing. And I would be able to do this so fast, man. And well, you know, they do say you don't use it, you lose it, but I mean, it is like riding a bike. Let's be honest. It is like riding a bike. So I haven't really had any problems getting back on the horse, so to speak. It's just, you know, it's been a minute, you know. Oh, let that go too fast. All right, cool. All right. Now let's get up these two right here. This one. And this one. Boom. Let's get that a little bit better. Okay. So we got blue and green. Blue. So what do we do first? Hold on. Blue. We'll do blue. Blue goes here. Blue is right there. There we go. That works. All right. Now that everything is done, let's go ahead and go to the overhead cam. I'm going to get Pico Flasher set up here. And J Runner, not Pico Flasher, J Runner is what I was talking about. All right, cool. All right. Okay, so now we can go ahead and hook up the power brick to the console. So I'm going to do that now because we need power in order to read the NANDs. All right, power supply has been plugged in. Let's kick it on. All right, we'll connect the MultiBoi to the computer. And actually, before we do that, let's get it switched over so you guys can see what I can see on my screen. Boom. All right, you guys can see JRunner, perfect. Let's go ahead and connect the MultiBoi USB. All right, cool. We see Pico flasher, that's good. So let's hit this question mark, and we see that it is a Corona. All right, so let's go ahead and read the NAND. Cool. So the Pico flash, or the MultiBoi is in fact working. We got it first try, working no problem. The cool thing is it's very easy to wire up, and I think this is, here's the whole thing. The whole entire reason I made this is because the Pico, my computer was so loud. The Pico is so versatile and can be used for multiple different things that I thought it was important that if I wanted to have a board that can do multiple things and be able to switch between them very seamlessly and not have to unwire wires, and just to save time and make it clean, like it look cool, and just make it fun. That was the whole point. All right, my computer's about to be super freaking loud. There it is again. The NANDs are the same, cool. All right, so we're gonna do RGH3, and then we're gonna hit create Zel, and so we're gonna write Zel back to the NAND, the ECC. All right. Perfect. All right, now let's go back to the board. Actually, let's do this. We are actually going to keep JRunner open, and we are going to, I'll tell you what, we're going to unplug the Pico, and we are going to switch. Yeah, we're going to stay here. I haven't looked at chat in a second. Yes, the MultiBoi works. Okay. We need to add a little bit of thermal paste, so I need to find some. Here we are. Let's grab some thermal paste. We'll put some temporarily on the processor. All right. And then we're going to grab the heatsink. Put this on. Put this on here. And we're going to flip this over very gently. Push that down like that. We're going to add the X clamp. All right. And I need my tweezers, which are over here, to do this and down. Perfect. We're good. We're going to take them both together, and we're going to very carefully flip them back over. And then let's connect an HDMI cable and see if it works. I have a good feeling it should, but obviously I won't know until we try it. Because you never know nowadays. I might have messed it up. And if I did, it is what it is. The whole point of the MultiBoi was to show it reading and writing to the NAND, not my crappy RGH wiring. All right, let's connect it. All right, we're going to switch the video input. And the Xbox is already starting to do things. But hold on, Xbox. Don't start taking authorities yet. Okay, let me think for a moment and get my bearings here. Let's switch back to this. Okay, let's close out of that. All right, so we should have the Xbox on screen here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and switch the input over to the Xbox, connect the HDMI cable, and connect the power supply to the console. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And if we get Zell, we did it right. Okay, Xbox is turning on. I booted. Do we get Zell? I can't see anything on my screen. We got Zell, boys. We got Zell. That means I wired the wire successfully. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna connect the Ethernet cable real fast. Really, really, really fast. You know what? Let's reboot the console. I connected an Ethernet cable so we can get the CPU key very, very quickly. All right, reboot the console. Console's rebooting. And let's get that IP address. And then we'll get the CPU key, and then we'll create the XE build, and then console should be fine after this. All right, we got the Ethernet connected. Okay, we got it. Let's get that IP address. All right, beautiful. 10.1.10.31. Get CPU key. Boom, got the CPU key. Now let's create the XE build. Make sure it's RGH3. Boom, boom, boom. Create XE build. Let's go ahead and unplug the console. We'll switch back to the overhead cam. All right. This is still on. Disconnect that. Plug in the MultiBoi. And let's go ahead and write the NAND, but let's detect the NAND first. Yep, see console not found because I unplugged it. All right, plug back in. Come on. Apparently, we should probably unplug the Pi again, the MultiBoi. There we go. Unplug the MultiBoi. We got the correct console. Now let's let me double check. Yep, I created the XE build. Then let's write the NAND. All right, now we're writing the NAND to the console. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. We have successfully RGH this console, and we did it without a postfix adapter. We did it. We did it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy, honestly. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's take a look-see here. Since I have this up, I can't look at the comments right now. Yeah, yes, the PowerPC CPUs do get hot. Is that normal? I don't think it is. Looks like it's supposed to be black. Oh, it's blue. Yeah, heck yeah, dude. We did it. And then the MultiBoi is finishing up writing to this chip right there via SPI flash. And then we can move on. But I'm not done with this console yet. Not at all. There is one more thing I'd like to do. There is one more thing that I would like to do to this system. But I have to wait until this finishes. If I could go faster, I would. Come on, console. And wait for it, wait for it. Boom, right, successful. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and disconnect the MultiBoi and unplug the console. And we'll desolder these wires real quick. Because we don't need that anymore. And we can go ahead and clean up the board. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, board's cleaned up. We no longer need the MultiBoi. Thank you for their service. Set that off to the side. All right, last but not least, there is one more thing that I want to do to this console. And take off the faceplate. Take that off. All right, let's go ahead and remove this. Disconnect this. All right, perfect. All right. There is one more thing. Let's switch over to the microscope. Gotta grab the correct HDMI. Switch it over. All right. Now let's go ahead and clean up the APU with the thermal paste. As I was saying, this is basically temporarily. Just needed to thermal paste it while we boot the console into Zell and things like that. All right, cool. CPU has been done. Now let's go ahead and go directly to the microscope. And I'm going to bring back up chat so I can see what you guys are saying. Okay. All right. Last but not least, hopefully I don't kill the console doing this, but I think I can do this pretty successfully. We're going to delid the, we're going to remove the IHS. So the way that I do it, I like to use a razor blade to do this. Pretty much get between the substrate and the IHS. If you attempt this and kill your console, remember I am not liable, period. So I'm going to try to get this corner really quick. Get in there, get this corner. And don't go too far in because there are ceramic caps on top of the APU. All right, pull it back out. Do this corner. All right. All right, get this one. Get that one like that. All right, now, once we got that one, we can take that back out. Yeah, I've got it. And we can go like that. And then we can push equally, but be very, very careful. Very carefully, very carefully, very carefully. Almost there. I am delidding the APU. Okay. I'll pull that back out now. No, this side. Get under there. That's going in pretty deep. Okay, that's good. All right. Right on here. All right, very carefully. Okay, right, just like that, done. Now, it is a lot of force, but they can handle it. Yeah, you just got to hook it. It's a lot of force, but they can handle it. Listen, I don't want to be rude, but I do have a customer. Now, we catch your day or two. Get the razor right over here. Oh no, you're all good, man. All right, I'm going like that, and then back out. All right, now let's get this side. All right, let's go in very, very, very carefully. I probably went too far. That was, gotta be a little bit more careful than that. Oh man. All right. Let's see, where are we at? Are we getting it? Is it all the way up yet? Let's see. We might have been okay. All right, let's shoot this. Okay, yeah, that's deep enough. All right. I think it's the top one that I didn't go too far enough in. And I mean, in the event that we break the ceramic caps, it's okay. I can replace them. That's not a big deal, but okay, very carefully get in there. Okay, that's it right there. All right. I could. The goal is to not do that. All right. Now I should be able to very carefully take that up. All right, cool. I didn't break any of the ceramic caps. All right, very, very nice. Very, very nice. All right, cool. I did not damage the substrate. We are good. All right, cool. Well, let's clean that thermal paste. You know, and the reason I like to do this, to be honest, is because I want to make sure that this console will you know, will last, you know, into the years, you know. But of course, remember, this one is mine. This one is not going to go back into the wild, likely. This one's mine, you know? I like playing Call of Duty World at War too much. And that 15-year-old game requires some old hardware. Just kidding. You can play it on the latest PCs. I'm just kidding. But it can be played on the 360, and that is literally one of the games that I have for 360 that like I actually cherish. All right, let's clean this up.
Not yet. I mean, it's really. I got the base
Let's clean that up.
I want to make sure the connections are like we didn't seem like they were.
All right, cool.
I feel like I need
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of IHS, but I like IHS. You know, like I like them, but I'm not like huge super fan. I prefer just the die against a heatsink type deal, but to each their own. To each their own. Not really. It is what it is. All right, cool. Do you have plans? Put PTM. I don't have any PTM, unfortunately. Is PTM good? Because I've heard good things, but I don't know enough. I have heard of it, but I was just gonna put, well, because like I'm not gonna seal the IHS down to the chip. I'm not gonna seal it like with any like RTV or whatever. That way, if I want to replace the thermal compound underneath it in the future for myself, by the way, then I have the ability to do it. Oops. Drop the IHS on the floor, but I think it's good. No, there is no. I mean, maybe you might be able to do it. Well, the heatsink I think is copper, so I'm gonna say maybe, but it's also aluminum too, so I'm gonna say no, unless you have like a fully you know fully copper one, fully copper heatsink. Then it probably wouldn't be a problem, but I'm just gonna put direct thermal paste here. All right, perfect. Put a nice hefty amount. And then we'll just try to center this, seal the deal. Seal the deal. All right, cool. Make sure it is 100% solid and lined up equally on all four corners. I'm happy. So let's go ahead and add thermal paste to the top. Beautiful, just like that. That way it's got a nice big glob of thermal paste on both. Yeah, it does suck. It absolutely does suck. All right, cool. So I still have thermal paste here. I'm not going to clean it up because it's brand new anyways. So we'll go ahead and put that down, put that ready. I'm going to push it against the board and then flip it. And we're going to push directly in the center like that. And we're going to put this X clamp down. Ace, what up, buddy? What up? How are you? I wasn't sure if you were able to see this, but I mean, of course you can go back and watch it if you'd like. But this is RGH 3 Corona V3 without the postfix adapter and delidding the APU as well. Now we're about to see if it works. Oh, dude, I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We got to see if this console still works after I just delidded the processor and replaced the liquid metal underneath it. It might work, it might not, but we'll see what happens, man. We will see. All right, switch the input. All right, everybody, let's see. Console is turning on, and I see lights. I see lights. And we see the Xbox 360. Let's freaking go. So we, not only did we RGH a Corona V3 Waitsburg console with RGH3 and soldered a wire directly to the post underneath the APU, delidded the APU, used the MultiBoi. We did everything successful. The console is 100% working, and it has been modified in a way that allows us to run homebrew, Linux, backup games, emulators, and the such. And the console has been preserved now to go on into the future for many years. Yes, we have done it. Yes, tell me about the first boot. What is your opinion? Tell me. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know what you think about it. Tell me what you think. This I really love the Corona. I'm not gonna lie. I actually prefer the Corona over the Trinity at this point. I remember back many moons ago. I used to prefer the Trinities over the Coronas because, well, oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Well, technically, Zell is a Linux loader. I think it's made from Linux, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I think I prefer the Coronas nowadays because the Coronas just you just solder the wire under the chip. It's a little nerve-wracking, but the success of actually achieving it is, dude, it's overwhelmingly fun. I mean, you guys got to witness it. We did it, and we made a mistake too. We soldered the wire to the third ball on accident. Yeah, Xenon Linux loader. That dude, yes. I just didn't want to be wrong, to be honest. Just wanted to make sure. Dude, freaking, I was just looking at this. Guys, you know what I still have? It's sitting up here. It's been sitting up here forever. It's a kind of falling apart now. I kind of need to put this on display. The world's largest working HDMI cable and port. It's still here. It probably would work if we tried. I got the port over here next to me. It's on the wall. World's largest working HDMI port. All right. Well, how about we put this thing back together, and then we get this thing actually working. Dude, I am happy that you saw that vid. Console. Let's grab the. Dude, that video was so silly. That video was so silly. All right, let's get this board put back in the housing. All right. And let's get things moving here. All right. It's a little bit of dust here and there. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab. I gotta do things in reverse order. Put this on. Okay, just like that, and like that. I'm gonna go ahead and use a paper towel to just wipe the surface dust off of this. All right, cool. Boom. And then disk drive. The disk drive. Wipe the surface dust off of this. Jeez, be like the guys. Looks like oh man, where's my giant HDMI cable? Hey, do you guys want to see something really interesting that I was trying to do? This is not public. Like, if I tell you guys this and I show it to you, you guys might actually think I'm crazy. And I will accept that. But if you guys want to see something that's actually crazy, I'll show it to you. I had this idea in December of 2023 when I was just like, I need this idea to work. Like the idea was so ridiculous that I was like, I'm gonna do this. So far, this idea has been shelved, and I don't think I will ever do it. Like as of right now. Like, but if I show you, actually, you guys can feel free to judge. Do you guys want to see it? Because I promise you, it's actually insane. It's actually insane. It's so ridiculous that when you see it, you're gonna be like, "What in the freaking frick, dude? Like, what were you smoking?" I don't smoke, by the way. I do not do a sing. I do not do. I do no. It is not stick drift related. No, I do not do drugs. I do not drink. I'm just a bit on the crazier side. Okay, I'll show it to you. So, what's funny is, I came across it. Okay, let me tell you this first. Number one, I probably won't do this idea. If I do, it means I had a lot of free time. So the HDMI epidemic for the PS5 and Xbox consoles, I wanted to play off of a meme, okay? I want you to know that there are very few people that know about this particular idea. I know I'm sharing it publicly, but technically I'm only sharing it to a couple of people because unless you guys take it and just post memes everywhere, because that would be funny too. All right, I'm gonna show it to you. Oh my gosh, dude, I feel so embarrassed. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. This is this is a Xbox One S with 10 HDMI ports. Sorry, I accidentally disconnected the wrong HDMI. Hang on, the HDMI's coming back. It's coming back. All right, there we are. That were all hand wired. They were all hand wired. I did this all by hand. 192 connections, I believe. And I was going to wire it to one HDMI port so that you could pick whatever one you wanted. If one broke, then you could just connect the next one. Yes, and I wired them all to a breakout board so I could test all the signals and try to get everything working. I did it in like 2 days. I was so determined to make a viral video. I wanted to Mr. Beastify it. I was like, we're gonna add 10 HDMI ports to a game console. Anyways, that's the big secret. You're welcome. That idea has been since shelved. I did have a friend of mine working on it with me that will not be named as of right now. Yes, those wires are enameled. And we designed a custom PCB for it and everything. Well, he did. I did not design it, but I told him the idea and we were collaborating on it. He has since stopped being a YouTuber, which is fine. You know, life changes and you move on and things. He might come back to it one day, but yeah. And I probably have those PCB files somewhere. I'm not sure where they are. I don't know if that project will ever come to fruition, but the person in specific had this fantastic idea of making a board, a PCB that were perforated so you could break them out. So like basically if an HDMI port broke, then you could just break it off of the PCB and then you'd have 9 more and then so on and so forth. Not where you could do them all concurrently, but you could do one and then the other, essentially. That's basically what it was. All right, let's get this moving here. We'll rebuild this console. So yeah, now you guys got to see something that was super, super high profile that I never thought I was going to share with another human being that kind of got kicked around the shop after a couple of years. We never pursued it even further than that, unfortunately. I don't know if I ever will, maybe. If somebody else wants to take the idea, it's out there now. Someone can have it. I'm not really too interested in pursuing it, but that is the prototype. It's actually just nuts. Like the insanity. The insanity of designing and creating something like that was just like, it was just like, what in the world, man? What in the world? I'm just cleaning up the faceplate right now. And it is, but I mean, I'm just not going to pursue it. It's just, at this point, you know, I've got a lot of other endeavors that are going to take a lot less time to do, and are, you know, it's not that it's a lot more fun, but it's just there are other things that could take me like a lot less to do. It's just right now electronically, I don't have the, like, if I had time to focus on it, I could probably pull it off. But I just don't have it in me to do it anymore. That particular project, excuse me. But I'm glad that I could share it here because, to be honest, there was only like a handful of people that actually knew about that idea. The idea was so outrageous that I was just like, well, I want to do it, but eventually we just shelved it. Yeah, you might be able to do that. The goal was to use ribbon cables, but the signal integrity was just actually awful. But at the same time, apparently the world's largest HDMI port would have worked no problem, which is kind of funny. That one we did do. But the problem with that video was I wasn't as experienced with making videos as, like, you know, I just didn't have the experience as I do now, you know. I didn't have as much experience making videos, and so, you know, you know, it's not that I blew the video, but you know, it could have been a better video. It could have been way more fun. Also, the problem was because I didn't make it, I could not title it, I made the world's largest HDMI port and cable. It just didn't, I couldn't do that. But I did wire it up, and it did work. It got 480p, but it did not do anything more than that. Okay. A quick question about the one wire I use. I wouldn't know anything about your endeavors with single core Ethernet. I don't know. Let me see here. I dropped one of my screws, and I'm not sad, but I gotta find a screw to replace it. I dropped one of the black screws. Let me see if I can find one. Where is black screws? They would probably be in here, if anything. Okay. Oh, do I have black screws in here? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Beautiful. Okay, I got the screw. Screw has been acquired. All right, you got an additional screw? Yeah, more than likely it would probably do like, it'd probably do 480p, maybe 1080p, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I won't forget the screw. But I really appreciate you reminding me, because I That's funny is like I always look over the screws too, and I'm like, okay, counting, boom, 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 make sure I got them all because I'm super OCD about the screws too. I used to have friends, dude. I must have been hanging out with the wrong kind of friends. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I had a friend of mine that would never put the screws back. He would never put them in because the console clipped together like this one does, and he would never put any of the screws. And I'm like, brother, please put the screws. Please put the screws. But yeah, he would not. And I was always devastated. I was like, bro, come on, please, please put the screws. All right, I'm gonna put this screw like that. Hold it with a pair of tweezers, and boom, boom, got it. I did not forget the hard drive screw. Don't you worry. Boom. Oh, dude, I love the Xbox 360. It's funny is I didn't really grow up with the 360. I didn't own one until I was like 17 for the first time. And then I didn't mod my first 360 until like maybe 2014, early 2015, I think. And it was a Corona, no. I think the first NAND I ever dumped on the 360 was a Corona V2 because all you needed was an SD card reader. Okay, I'm forgetting a screw. Where does this go? Oh yeah, this is for the Wi-Fi card. No screws to make the things easier to take apart, but some people don't like it. Yeah, I prefer them to, if they had a screw, put the screw back. That's kind of how I am. It's just, if it came in with a screw, or if it has a screw, put the screw back because it's probably there for a reason. All right, cool. That is done. Just very gently wipe out the dust in this console shell. Got the shell. I'm trying to just wipe the surface dust away. All right. Perfect. All right. I'm okay with that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And let's put this one on. Yeah, unfortunately no hard drive, but that's all right. I think I have some hard drives at home. Boom, boom. And boom. All right. For continuity's sake, let's take a look and make sure that this console still boots, because it would suck if it didn't. If it just so happened just stop booting. Why not use an SSD? Or why not an SSD? Because they're expensive. Turn on the console. Oh. And wait for it. Console booted. Yay. Let's go. All right. Now I'm going to turn off the console. Oh, and make sure that the disk drive opens. Disk drive opens. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's make sure a game works. Might as well test it, right? Make sure a game actually reads in the console. I have Red Dead Redemption, because this is an incredible game. Wait a minute, do I have something else in here? No, I just have Red Dead. Just Red Dead. All right, Red Dead Redemption doesn't work. Oof, Red Dead is pretty scratched, not gonna lie. Okay, Red Dead's loading. Sounds like the disk drive is reading. Okay, spit up. Okay, play game. Switch to Red Dead, or is it just gonna go to the? Yeah, I know it's in low res. Oof, that's not good. Maybe the disc is too dirty. It's pretty scratched. It's in low res at the moment. Yeah, it's probably HDMI, or just maybe I have to reset it or whatever. I have a controller in my car. I just don't have a controller on me right now. Apparently the disc is still unreadable. Wait. Maybe the disk drive doesn't work. Or maybe the disc is really badly scratched. I mean, it's pretty bad, not gonna lie. It's pretty badly scratched. Oh well. If I play any games on it, like it's literally gonna be put it on the hard drive and just run it through Aurora or Freestyle 3 if you're into that. That's really funny. I could use the MultiBoi, but I would have to patch it for the USB patch in the NAND, right? What is it? USB-D sec. Patch free boot to use, custom USB peripherals. Okay, let's build here. Let me bring, thank you for reminding me, because now we can still use the MultiBoi in the stream again. All right, so we got USB-D sec patched. So then we have to create a new XE build, I believe. RGH3. So let's create a build. All right, did it use the patch? I don't know if it, yes. Okay, cool. All right, so it created the new one. Now we need to go, what is the, hang on, 044. So this is our NAND here. And UBD flash. This is the newest one, 415. Yep, so that's it. So let's grab a flash drive. And I have no idea what's on this flash drive. Let's just plug it in. Okay, it's formatted as NTFS. So I use this for an Xbox One. So let's format it as FAT32. All right, perfect. Come on. There we go. All right. Beautiful. All right. Now let's get JRunner pulled back up. JRunner, there it is. And this one, and the UPD flash. Let's put that on the USB. All right, that's there. Let's eject it. All right. Now let's go back to the console. And I got the flash drive. So how about we take the console, we're gonna unplug it. Oh, I am missing, hang on, HDMI switching here. Okay. Wait. We're gonna have problems. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's connect the console. Plug in the USB stick to the back of the console, and this one has a light on it so we can actually see if it works. And if we connect USB or Ethernet, oops. Okay, now let's hit eject. Apparently, that was weird. I was hitting eject and it wasn't booting. That's weird. Okay, that's odd. It's not booting to Zell. Huh. Weird. Why is it not booting to Zell when it just was? 5, 6. Oh, well, the HDMI cable wasn't plugged in, so maybe it wasn't getting the... Okay, let's try that. Give me just a moment. Let me see. Why is... Maybe that would be the solution? Solution? I don't know why it wouldn't boot to... That was weird. Still not booting. Oh, that's really odd. It'll boot the normal, right? Why is the console just... Is it booting stock? What the frick? Okay. I don't know what is going on, but the console is not booting when I hit the eject button. That's weird. Huh. Well, I selected RGH3 for the original, yeah, Glitch 2 RGH3. That is weird. Yeah, okay. That's really odd. Maybe my RGH is messed up or something. I really don't know. Let's take a look here. Yeah, because it booted Zell. Yeah, I know. I apparently broke it. Let's see. Let's grab XEX menu and see if it's still modded. Because I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to check right this moment and see if it's actually still. I'm going to have to create a. Okay, I'm downloading XEX menu right now. 1.2. Let's grab that. Okay, I'm grabbing that now. XEX menu, there we go. Boom. Okay. Then I've got the flash drive, and I'm going to create the correct folders here. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and create these folders right now. 16 zeros, and then XEX menu. Oh, nice. They already created it for me. Okay, cool. I'm copying over the XEX menu over to the console now. Or the, what does it say? Yeah, try again. What in the world? All right, I'm trying to copy it over to the flash drive. It says the file name is too long. What? Okay, that's weird. Let's try again. Okay. Let me go in here and here, code 99. Let's put that on the flash drive. Come on, copy it over. You got this. You got this. Okay. Weird. For some reason, it doesn't want me to copy it. That's just the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Okay, I'm going to copy to my desktop. Then I'm going to copy it to the flash drive. Okay, delete that. And bring that right into the folder. Okay, now it's copying. Okay, that was weird. I couldn't copy it while it was in a zip to the flash drive. That was like one of the weirdest things. Okay, that was really bizarre. Okay, cool. So I should have that all in the correct. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so I'm gonna connect this flash drive to the console again, and we're gonna, while we're currently present, I'm gonna use a USB keyboard to navigate to XEX menu, and that will tell me if the console's still modded. All right, USB keyboard, connect the USB, keep it in the disk drive. Let's see. All right, cool. XEX menu shows up. Does it launch? Yes. Go back. Okay, the console's still modded. What in the world, dude? Turn it off and boot with eject. Yeah, dude, that's the weirdest thing. I just modded this console and I apparently can't use eject to boot the console. Oh, now it worked. It just worked. I literally turned off the console, turned it back on, and now it works. Boot with eject if it doesn't work from cold boot. Dude, that is the weirdest thing. I've never seen that. Okay, now apparently it works. Dude. Okay, hopefully it reads. Did it find it? Yep. Okay, it found UPD flash.bin. All right, cool. I found it. Dude, this is the most wild thing I think I've ever seen. What? All right, cool. It's about to flash the NAND. Awesome. That's flashing it. Dude, why? It must be some sort of weird fluke or something. Or maybe bad caps. I'm going to say bad caps. Maybe it's just like the console's just like, cold boot will not work. You'll have to boot once. Dude, what? How have I not known this for all these years, dude? And hundreds of consoles, I've just never noticed it. Cold boot? What? Maybe it's at RGH 3? Okay, cool. I can shut down the console. What the frick, dude? All right. Okay, so we got the console. We got it flashed. We're gonna turn on the console again. Okay, console's booting. Okay, booted. All right, I'm gonna disconnect my USB keyboard. Okay. Uno momento. Uno momento. Okay. All right, console's booted back up. Now I'm going to switch this over to the MultiBoi. All right, MultiBoi, we're going to reprogram this. Okay. We're going to reprogram this for, hang on one moment. Reprogram this for OGX Mini, which is the USB port on the back of the Pi. Hopefully this works. We don't have problems. Yay, it's working. All right, cool. Now, we should be able to connect the Pi to the console. I've never tried this on a 360, personally. But, of course, remember, this is a modded console. We do have a PS5 controller here. And we have to connect that there. And connect this end to the controller. And, dude, I think it worked. All right, let's switch. No, it's not working yet. Hold on, there's a button combination I think we have to do. Hang on. Let me look for this. OGX Mini. Okay. To emulate this X input for Xbox 360. X input. So start and D-pad up. 4, 5. There we go. And it freaking works. Does the home button work? Yes, dude, it works. Let's go, dude. That's so cool. We're using a PS5 controller via the MultiBoi on the 360. Let's freaking go, dude. And there's no storage. Yes, dude. Oh, yeah. It is in 480p. Let's change that. There we go. This should work. Yes. Yes. Oh, look at that. 1080p glory, 60 FPS. Oof. Yes, dude. Literally MultiBoi setup with the MultiBoi with a PS5 controller. Dude. What can't this thing do, dude? What can it do? Yeah, you can't dump a NOR flash or a NAND on a PS3, but you can do the Wii U. You can do the 360 both ways. You can do UART, and you have OGX Mini all on one board. All you have to do is program it, and boom, it just works. MultiBoi, let's go. All right, fams. As far as the disk drive goes on this console, I'm not really worried about it. It's my own console, and this game, I mean, like, I'll show you. You might not be able to see it. Oh, yeah. You see how bad that is? Yeah, this thing needs to get resurfaced. So I'm not counting on the fact that this game is good anyways. So it is what it is. I'll tell you what, I think I will probably end this stream here. The MultiBoi video is going to be coming out very, very soon, where it demonstrates every single function of this, and it will be released on that day simultaneously. I will have a limited run of these boards. The Picos will not be included, but I will have two versions, one with the parts, one without. And if you want to support me, you definitely can and buy the board directly from me, and then just add your own Pi. And of course your own wires as well. And then in the event that you would love to support me, but you can't, you can take the files will be public, and they will be open sourced. Feel free to take this and have it printed with your favorite PCB manufacturer, especially like iWan, the one that sponsors like majority of the channel so far, and you can have them make it, and I'm sure they would be more than happy to do that for you. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me sincerely. It has been such a fun stream to accomplish many, many very hard tasks, but also simultaneously just having a lot of fun doing it. And for the awesome help, you guys have been nothing but incredible throughout the stream. I appreciate all the inputs and just enjoying the time with you guys. Yeah, I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care. Much love, peace, and I will see you. But hold on, wait a second. Hold on, before we move, before we go anywhere, what do they call that? Thank you. I sincerely, I'm grateful because I don't ever stream. Let's see who is live right now. Is there anybody that's live? Is there anybody that's live? And you guys can go hop on over there. Let's see here. Oh, NanoFix is live. NanoFix is live. You guys want to go see NanoFix? Let me drop a link. I don't know how this works, but I'll drop a link anyways. I'm dropping the link right now. Go check out NanoFix. He's awesome. I would consider him a friend of the channel. And you guys go enjoy, have fun. I will see you guys on the flip side. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, redirecting YouTube Studio. What? Stream URL? No. I'm not sure how to do that, to be honest. If I knew, I would do it. Russ, I actually appreciate you, like a raid. Yeah, that's what I was going to try to do. I'm just not sure how to, not sure how to do it. I kind of feel dumb. I don't ever stream, so I'm like, okay, where is it? Either way, you guys take care. Have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm going to end it now. See you guys later. Bye.